Hey, do the coach a favor. Sign up for the Karl DeMasi Sports Report YouTube channel.
Just move on up.
And welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. I got to say thank you. Whether you're listening to me for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you're going to watch it on the YouTube channel. If you do, subscribe to my channel. But it's all about talking about local sports. And we have a brand new arena, the End Market Arena. Some basketball, I think, has been played there. Last year, they had a big holiday tournament with colleges. Well, now we got high schools going to be playing in there. I think, if I'm wrong, this guy will tell me, for the first time. Because us New Yorkers sometimes are wrong. But we don't mind admitting that. But he's doing a great job. He's one of the founders, directors of the Savannah Hoops Shootout at the End Market Arena, and I think it's sponsored by Mike Costello Law Firm. It's just a great deal. Joining me now in the Coach's Corner hot seat, the man himself, South C. Johnson, former head coach, boys basketball coach, good buddy of mine, Uteff Gordon. What's up, Coach?
What's up, Coach? How you been doing?
Hey, it's Saturday morning. I'm having a lot of fun talking sports. It takes me out of that world of teaching, even though I do love the kids I teach, but it's getting news out about what's going on in Savannah. And once again, hey, congratulations for putting this on. This is something big for these kids in Savannah.
Well, thank you very much. But let me go ahead and preclude this conversation with saying to you, I have no desires to be back on the side. I'm not trying to jump up and down, nor am I trying to still be relevant. But what actually happened was I was approached by the general manager of End Market Arena, Mr. Monty Jones. And what he wanted to do was he wanted to put on the high school component for the Savannah Hoops Invitational, which is the college portion.
Right.
I don't know how I became the person that, he tabbed as a result thereof. But, I initially I got into it with a degree of skepticism. But as this process has been going on, I've been picking up a lot of momentum as a result thereof.
Well, I think it's great because I'm like you. Basketball's been in my blood the whole life, and seeing these kids get to play in such a big venue is something special. So, but what inspired you then to take on this task? He came to you, and you jumped right in it like you haven't missed a beat.
Well, you see, because my blessing is my network. And so I have a bunch of people working in conjunction with me to make this happen. It's not all my doing. I'm not going to even try to claim that. I have a person who's an event coordinator, Coach Jennifer Goodwin. She's the best. She keeps my schedule intact, and she keeps me on task with all the things that it involves. I have the support of Mr. Monty Jones, who's the End Market Arena general manager. But their marketing team with Yasmin Badage, Trent Passmore, Derek Goldfarb, all of those people have been working wonderfully well with me. But now, the real bread and butter is the 5 pillars upon which this event is built. That's Seaport, community, coaches, cops, and clergy. Well, my coaching community was all aboard from the second that I broached them with this endeavor. And so from there, it's just taking the life of it. So,
well, everybody's excited about it, and I know you're excited about it. But what does this mean to the high school kids now? What does it mean to the schools that are going to get a chance to be the first to play in this arena as high school teams?
Well, we won't recognize the historical significance of this until, of course, years down the road. But I will say that to have the opportunity to be some of the first high school athletes to play in this arena will be something that, hey, look, I remember when the games used to be at Civic Center between Beach and the High, and it would be packed. And those events were bigger than just the games themselves. And so that's the intent of this, to make it an event where families can come, enjoy themselves, watch some great basketball. And also, I'm trying to make this event kind of fan friendly. So this way they can also engage in the experience of being in an arena. And let me say, whether people know this or not, the End Market Arena is the number one venue in the Southeast.
Nice.
Number two in the United States, and number four globally for venues seating under 10,000. And that's by Polestar, which does review of venues throughout the world. So we in the top tier venue playing this event.
That's pretty impressive, because I was going to ask you what this means to the impact of the Savannah community, but I didn't know the Emmark Arena was the number one site for people to go to, and it's such a great venue. Now, you being a former coach, me being a former coach, how do you think the kids are going to take playing in something like this? Because I lived it like you did. When I moved down here and I got a chance to play in the Civic Center with my team, and watching those Savannah Beach games with the newspapers coming up, and I mean, it was an unbelievable atmosphere. What do you think? How do you think these kids are going to react to this?
Hey, look, one thing we know about kids, they're extremely resilient. I don't even think that they have any sense of the gravity of what it is they're participating in at this point. I do know when that ball goes up or when that first basket is scored, it's at that time that I do believe that everybody, the community-wide, support of Savannah will recognize the significance of this event.
Well, it should be a lot of fun, and I know I'm giving you a lot of credit, and like you said, you're not taking any credit. They approached you, and now they've approached you, and you're running with the ball. So, how do you ensure that this is going to be an annual tradition? How is this going to be your, keeping this going for the next 10, 15, 20 years?
Look, my thing is to be able to get something to start at its inception. I would like to think that the community will take this event, embrace it, and it will be self-sustaining. This will be one of the top events in the Southeast. And then we would be able to build this, the extent to which we can invite top tier teams from all over the country to come to Savannah. Because the one thing we have that a lot of places don't, as a community, this is a wonderful area to come visit. Now, living here is different because, we're so used to all of the amenities that are at our disposal. But to come here and visit, people should really embrace it for what it is and see the bigger picture beyond just the Savannah Hoops Shootout.
Hey, you and I from the great land of New York City, we're never going back, because it's a great place to live, and like you said, there's so much for people to do, and we're used to it now, and it's part of our life. I mean, so it's just great. So, all right, quickly, two last questions, okay? What do you think? How do you think the fans are going to be getting to see something like this with these kids? I know we got the colleges playing this week before. I think Tuesday night we open with Savannah State and USCB, and we got other teams coming in. How do you think the fans are going to accept this?
Hey, look, listen, and I get into heated discourse with a number of people about whether this is a basketball town or football town. Let me say full stop. In as much as we have wonderful football teams coming out of Savannah, at the end of the day, Savannah is a basketball town. Full stop. And so the fans are going to be bananas in that End Market Arena. And look, at the end of the day, I just predict that the End Market Arena is going to be sold out, and it's going to be bananas in there. So I'm just looking forward to being a part of that atmosphere.
All right, and so before I give you the last question, so we got Friday night, you got Groves takes on St. Andrews at 6. Savannah High takes on Johnson, the old rivalry, at 8. Then on Saturday, we go with Calvary takes on Savannah High at 4, and then Johnson takes on Benedictine at 6. So it's going to be a pretty exciting night there. So I don't want to mess it up. So last thoughts from you, okay? So as far as this whole Savannah Hoops Shootout and the committee, not just you, okay, what's the ultimate vision of this?
Hey, look, initially we said that we would like to hold region championship games at the End Market Arena. We want to host the Final Four here in Savannah. I guarantee you, every year, one team from Savannah, whatever the classification may be, goes to the Final Four. You know, but what subsequently happens is when you go on the road, in as much as Savannah's a basketball town, that fan base, unless of course it's Savannah High and Johnson, finds it hard to get on the road to support their teams. So, you know, I want to host the Final Four here, or have the Final Four hosted here, whatever the classification may be. In addition to years down the road, this Savannah Hoops Invitational attract top 10 talent in the nation to come here to play, so y'all can see what 5-star basketball players actually look like regularly, because that's what we see great basketball here in Savannah, but people misrepresent us in terms of those rankings. And I know I was to a game last night, and I saw a kid who easily can be considered a 5-star athlete. And so, you know, I'm just going to reserve judgment on some of these folks that do the evaluation. But at the same time, let it be no mistaken, Savannah, once again, is a basketball town.
All right, Coach, anything specifically you want to tell the fans about what they need to do for this week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday?
Hey, look, all y'all need to do is make sure that y'all in the place early enough. And then the beauty is you get 2 top-tier varsity games. And, Carl, I'm quite sure that you know that at least 4 of those teams that are represented there are ranked in the top 10 in the state.
Yep.
Whatever their classification is. Hey, that sells just by itself. So if you want to see some exciting basketball and be entertained at the same time, because, you know, we're going to have them cheerleaders out there. You know, Coach Jordan is going to do the events between the games, whether it be a 3-point shootout, dunk contest, whatever the case may be. Hey, and we're going to have these fan cams, sneaker cams, flex cams. We're going to have us a big party at the End Market Arena. So all of y'all come on out and enjoy yourselves.
All right, Coach, I appreciate you taking time on a Saturday morning doing this. And what I'll do is after we're done, it'll be on YouTube, but I'll cut it up and I'll make sure run it that people can come and see it. Keep up the great work. Look forward to seeing you at that tournament. And once again, it's all about that round ball.
All right, but I ain't trying to be on that sideline.
Neither am I. I'm done too, Coach.
All right, y'all take care. Hey, thanks, Savannah. Love you.
Great job. Appreciate it.
All right.
You want to talk about an energetic guy that loves the sport? Yeah, he's coached his years. I've coached my years. You know, we miss the games. Do we miss the other stuff that goes with it? Probably not. But I'm telling you right now, this is a big event. Friday and Saturday. I keep on saying Thursdays, Thanksgiving. Friday and Saturday night at End Market Arena, we got the Savannah Hoops Shootout. Check it out. Go to SavannahHoopsShootout.org and you can check it out. All right, this next guy's been waiting. Just 3 more minutes, Coach, I promise you. With a big win last night, nobody gave this team a chance. Nobody gave this team a chance to go as far as they've gone so far. You know, they played in a tough region, but you know what? They're 2-0 in the 3rd season, the playoffs. And I'm talking about a great win last night, for the HV Jenkins Warriors up there at Dutchtown, knocking them off 28-27. We'll get the scoop because the man himself, another good friend of mine, another good coach, and I know he heard Coach Jordan said it's all about the round ball, but he's going to tell you a little about the pigskin. Special edition, late notice, up next in 3 minutes, the head coach from HV Jenkins High School, Tony Welch. We'll be right back. Got to thank the sponsors. You're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network.
Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area, perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers, to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden, now with more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game day.